That's where they do the karaoke.
With the stage like that.
Well, we were getting ready to repair it.
And look at this.
Guests don't sit in those.
It's not that a guest is going to sit in it. I just look at it and then I think no one cares. I can't believe this place calls itself VIP. Really? You can't be very important when you're surrounded by filthy chairs and janky tables. So why don't you tell me why you've asked me to come?
Because we need guidance.
The business has always evolved around Bob, and it was his idea.
What was your vision?
When we first met, there was no place we could go. Everything is 21 and over. And I would rather have the young adults learning from the older adults. It gives them a little bit more of a base and understanding of the community.
The simplicity of just acceptance.
I understand that.
We had straight people, gay people, transvestites.
Everybody was welcome.
And we've succeeded for 20 years.
What's happened to change that?
I can't put my finger on it.
So what have you done to try and get a drinking crowd in, a crowd that's going to make you money?
Years ago, we used to advertise constantly, but our club started spreading like wildfire through word of mouth. So the budget cut, we just started dropping back on that.
Tell me about the debt in your business.
This man can tell you about the debt.
By business credit cards, up to $100,000. Personally, we're in debt by $100,000 because we've been taken from Peter to pay Paul, and we're behind almost 6 months on our lease.
How long can you keep doing that?
It's kind of like a ticking time bomb.
It sounds pretty dire.
Survival of the fetus, sort of.
Fittest.
Earlier today. It's either sink or swim.
This place has been a happy place for us for a long time. And the most stress we've ever gone through is what we're going through right now.
Tell me how your partnership is divided up.
It was originally our business, and we brought Dennis in to help give us free time.
You brought a partner in to alleviate some of the stress.
At first, it was wonderful.
It worked really good.
Okay.
12 years ago, Dennis was 100% part of the business. But over the past few years, he has his regular things he does, but that's it.
Okay.
I compensate by saying, okay, well, then I'll come in and do this, and I'll come in and do that. And so basically, I'm back to 724 again. As much as I love Dennis, because Dennis goes back with Cal and I for 42 years. It irritates me because Dennis sits in your stool watching TV, and I have to tolerate it.
So how do you divide up your responsibilities?
Cal's in charge of the back, the paperwork, bills. We have Dennis there during the daytime. He'll do the ordering, receiving, watching TV, drinking coffee.
True. My suggestions pretty much fall on deaf ears. It's always been Bob's way or the highway. So after a while, I just stopped doing anything.
Dennis doesn't like being there in the evening. He doesn't like dealing with the large crowds and the noise. He would chase the customers out.
Yeah, I tend to be a little bitchy.
You own a f***ing club.
Right.
It's late nights, crowds, and noise.
You're right.
Tell me, what do you do? Do you have special nights?
We're the only club that serves 3 shows a week, the drag shows.
Okay. And then what about any other night?
Well, we do our regular karaoke,
Okay.
and that's about it.
Do you know what people want? Do you know what's in?
Nope.
In business, you have to always be adapting and changing.
I'm an old man. I'm set in my ways to an extent.
Change is hard for you.
Right.
So, you ready to take a look?
Yeah.
Okay.
Siren still on?
No,
So that's...
That's Lisa. She's our bar manager.
I already closed out his register. It's all
Mitch
ready
on.
for
Put
Mitch.
Mitch on now. Okay?
Well, he's sitting down there talking to you.
You're the boss.
No, I'm not.
So if you have Lisa, why aren't you letting her do her job then? Is it that Lisa's approach is different from yours? Or is it that she has the wrong approach?
She's different.
So you just like to micromanage. Tell me, how are your staff?
Great. They're
Family.
They're worried.
Okay.
The bartenders have been with us. Lisa's been with us for almost 16 years.
Does it take some of the pressure off you having a manager there?
Yes and no. I can go home comfortably knowing that when I get up in the morning, the club will still be there.
Do you go home?
No.
No.
Take a look at this.
The hungrier I get, the more and more I start acting like an ass. I'm all right with that.
So who is this?
Siren.
Think you could wipe that bar down any slower? Don't ask me for I'm not the bar back, that's this idiot. This is what a clean glass looks like.
I know we have some problem staff.
You think? Because if one of my staff spoke that way in front of customers, they'd be kicked out the door. Let's take a look at this.
Cheers, l'chaim.
If you're keeping track, this is my first one.
That's your first one. I'm a
I got the
virgin.
boys.
I had 4 tonight.
Yeah, I'd add a few.
Well, don't ask me. I didn't count them.
Let's keep watching.
That's your second one? Mm-hmm. No more for you.
Oh, my God.
You're not guests. You're the owners So you're essentially doing two things. You're drinking away your profits, and what kind of tone does that set for your staff?
They're just used to it, so it's maybe not a good tone.
How do you expect your staff to take their job seriously when this is the example that you're setting for them? Let's take a look at this.
Please monitor Dennis's drinks and monitor Cal's drinks. I don't need either one of them falling down drunk tonight.
So, Bob, you're killing yourself. And respectfully, gentlemen, you two are sitting on your asses, getting drunk and watching him do it. They are. And I understand you have to keep going and, you know, you're that guy. But being that guy hasn't saved your business. So that guy has to change. And Cal, I know that you work behind the scenes. I get it. Dennis, still trying to figure out what it is you do. But you obviously care about each other and you care about the bar, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work for your staff, it doesn't work for the patrons, and I've seen enough. Give me your keys. I'm taking over. You're all very slow. Hello, everyone. Gather round.
Uh-oh.
Holy shit, balls, Batman.
The first thing I see is this tall, rail-thin, blonde woman walk in, and all I can think is, it's gonna be World War III.
I'm Tabatha, and I'm taking over. I'm closing this bar down for a week, and in that week, everything will change, because you're going to play by my rules. At the end of the week, some of you may still be working here, and some of you may not. This kind of feels like a neighborhood bar where you'd get to know your bartenders and get to know the owner and come and hang out, but it feels old.
Needs to be brought up to date.
Tell me about Zoltar.
Oh, Zoltar, he's just a rental.
Just
Why?
a novelty item.
When you walk in and you see Zoltar, it looks like a carnival. I'm just ready for some dipshit to walk up to the bar and order a funnel cake.
Yeah,
What do you call
that's
it?
my corner.
The throne.
The
yeah.
throne.
I'd much prefer to be up walking around instead of planted on a bar stool.
And I do.
Because the person that's sitting there that's not you is spending money. Patio?
Patio.
Okay. So when business was good, was
patio
this
was packed.
a money maker?
It's packed.
It's phenomenal. I mean, it's huge, but kind of feels like you're sitting in the middle of a dump site.
Rain
What
damage.
the hell is this? Why wouldn't it just be thrown out?
We're in the process.
I don't want to sit in that. I'm sorry, I don't.
The patio used to be the place to be, but not so much anymore.
That's where they do the karaoke.
With the stage like that.
Well, we were getting ready to repair it.
And look at this.
Guests don't sit in those.
It's not that a guest is going to sit in it. I just look at it and then I think no one cares. I can't believe this place calls itself VIP. Really? You can't be very important when you're surrounded by filthy chairs and janky tables. Obviously, you have all experienced the bathroom. Now it's my turn. God help me.
All I could think of was Tabatha has not had a rabies shot, nor a penicillin shot.
The wall's rotting. It's held up with a plank of plywood.
Well, yeah.
It always smells like a Clydesdale just dropped off a 2-footer. There's paint peeling off the walls, there's graffiti. Bob's in denial.
Any guest that you have coming in here, they have to feel the lack of love. And that's a problem. And we need to get to the bottom of it.